Lothric.
Okay. Galeth runs up with Ingrid.
5.
Clank, clank, clank.
Ingrid. She has her Warhammer. Can you throw Warhammers?
You can throw anything.
If you're Thor, or a guy who would throw anything, or just want to take him as 4.
Wait, don't
Warhammers are not a typical throwing weapon.
I thought they were. Or am I thinking, like, throwing hammers?
Throwing hammer. Thor made it cool to throw Warhammers.
You know what? I'm actually convinced it is a throwing weapon, so give me a second. I'm going to look it up.
It's not.
It isn't, but...
Tridents are.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking.
Are you just thinking that because you read those Dritz Duerden books?
A light hammer
That-
is.
Really?
A Warhammer does not. Okay.
How is a light hammer a throwing weapon? That's not in the description.
That's a throwing hammer.
Oh, you're right. It has a range.
It
Look at
used to be called hammer throwing.
Okay, so Ingrid is going to move. She kind of goes beside Uker. She sees the threat. She's got some move left. She's got... She casts True Strike.
that. Smart.
I'll throw my hammer if I want to.
Can't stop me.
Yeah, exactly. She
You're trying to recreate that
she
Apple
casts,
commercial.
She
from
casts a
the
spell.
80s.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she's gonna do. The whole hammer is now glowing. She looks back at Galeth. She just gives you a look to see what you're gonna do, but she's powering up her spell. That was Ingrid on top of the round.
Lend me energy for my spirit bomb.
The Guardian. So the Guardian basically can still attack Azildan, so it's not like accidentally
the sticky
trying to
stuff,
fight
yeah.
the goo. Yeah.
So -2 to hit.
AC 26 with the cover, Azildan.
Misses.
With a -2 to hit.
Oh yeah, and then AC 22 with the secondary attack.
No.
This would have chewed you up without your cover, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the 26 would have hit, the 22 wouldn't have.
Okay. None of the other skeletons are twitching. They do not. Maybe they're not animate.
We might just knock their heads off before we leave this place.
Yeah, we might just do that, yeah.
Ooker.
Uka, well, now that the thing is gooey, we're gonna throw a rock at it. Because that's what Uka do.
A sling
Because we can.
stone.
The sling stone, yep. Okay.
Does it have a bomb inside?
I'm out of bombs. I wasted them on the stupid shadow thing. I roll a 1. AC 16, I would have hit.
Yep. Because it's stuck.
I get the rock into the goo.
You know what? Because Lokrik was such a champ, he's going to give his last charge out of his wand to Lokrik. 9 healing. There we go.
Oh.
The last charge is always max. No, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works at all.
Be cool though.
He's close.
so basically
he's
he's
doing
got-
better now.
No wands left, and he's got basically one unused wand. Which he'll save because those make good material components for certain weird spells. Which means they have value. After Lokrik. Or sorry, after Oberon, it is Lemmy. Lemmy, his pony is gone. Lemmio.
15. He's got 15 damage. Let's save the charge. I heard what's his name get smacked back there. Shit. I'm the only one with a wand to heal him. I'll get back in there. Fucking idiot.
Zildan.
I'm going to use my Ranger's Gift because I forgot all about it.
Sure.
So that gives me an extra +1 to attack and damage, and I'm going to repeat.
Blunt arrows?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, Ranger's Gift. The thing that the gardener had given you.
Yep. plus.
I still laugh at the moss.
AC 15.
Hits
Thank you,
because
Ranger's
it-
gift.
Yep.
Ah, damn you. One
You're,
hit.
you're including Bard Song,
Yeah, Bard Song's included in there.
point blank shot.
Also included.
Okay. So 1 hit.
8 plus 10. 18 damage.
Significant. Okay, it's falling to pieces, but it's still standing. Like there are bits coming off. Lowcrick
If only I had another pony.
will let his Bard Song linger. Galeth.
I'll drop my lance, and as part of my move, draw my warhammer.
Are you supposed to start spinning it in a circle?
No, that's
Are you the Hammer Bros now?
There's a bit of irony in that hammers are being used. Ingrid will attack. Now, she has a shit dex, I believe.
Yeah, it was 10. She's got a -4.
Her dex is
and
12.
then-
Okay. No,
Oh,
Baba
okay.
3 plus 1 dex is plus 4. Then it's a regular Warhammer. Then it's a Bard Song. And then it's a improvised thrown weapon, so -4. And then range is
she's in the 4th
minus
ranger command, so
2,
-6.
3 minus 6, and then plus 20 from True Strike.
Plus 4 Bab. I don't know if you.
Yeah, we already
Yeah,
got
3 Bab. She's a 3rd level.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have the awesome memories we did. Hey, look, she pulled a nuker.
She rolled a 1.
Oh, fuck.
Now, does True Strike do anything to critical misses? I forget.
nope.
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 Do you
Just gives you
roll the
plus-
20 on the confirm, or do you...
Yeah, you keep.
You roll the
Yeah.
20 to confirm, yeah.
Alright, what a hit.
Your weapon is now over there. It's stuck in the goo too.
it landed in the rib cage and is stuck in the rib cage. So the monster now has it. She kind of deflates.
Uker snorts a little bit because it's kind of funny.
Okay, so I can just hit Zildan, or try to. The Guardian, AC 22. Oh, and -5, AC 25. That should be 2 less on both of those, so AC 20 and AC 23.
They both miss.
Okay. Uker.
Get some damage up. We'll try that again, but this time we roll a 1. Ka-cha! AC 21.
Yeah, you hit it.
And we do 1d4 plus. Hit it. Hit it and quit it. Let's see. 12 damage.
That thing falls to pieces. Now, nothing else. You hear no other sounds. There are no other undead that are coming towards you. And it's quiet. You get a sense.
I'm here to save the day.
You get a sense of the after it gets really quiet and with Lowcrick singing, you get a sense of the dimensions of the room aren't that big. Like there's it's echoing off the walls,
Okay.
and a piece kind of falls over.
Over the next 4 rounds, we bounce this rock off of each skull of each of the remaining.
Well, what
Yeah,
Galeth goes by with his hammer and just checks the knees out from each of these things.
Okay, so you guys spend the next minute basically mining the giants from the walls.
Yes.
Fine.
Nope.
All right, so none of them animate. None of them turn animate, and you guys make sure that there are no surprises. There are bones scattered everywhere. You guys are feeling better.
Marty,
Lowcrick and Oberon pick up the torch and begin slowly
detect
moving
magic.
forward.
Detect magic in the area.
Okay. There is the
I'm gonna go with my
faint.
lance.
There is the faint magic from the guy who is casting.
Yeah. We're gonna go loot what's left of his corpse.
All right. Where did that token
Uker's
go?
gonna go and give Lowcrick a piggyback ride. This is how we do.
Okay,
Unless
so
you say no.
Lowcrick a piggyback ride.
Yeah.
No, he's walking of his own accord. He's got his own strength.
Kind of.
Alright. I pick him up and then I put him down because he's struggling. Oh.
Oh, he just waves you on, like, don't worry about me. He still has 5 strength. He's still stumbling around.
He's like got the strength of an old man.
Oberon's like trying to help him. The kind of way you try to help somebody, but you don't try to touch them, but you're sort of ready to
Yeah, it's
to
like
catch
the
them.
person at work where you're like, oh, are they gonna? Yeah.
Zildin, you see a pile of bones, but this pile of bones has been set up more like a shrine than anything else. And you can see glittering bits of metal and plates that are all around it. This statue of bones is a little bit different from the others because it looks like it's completely petrified to stone. And then you can see like bloody splatter from up top. This is a gentle slope. You could actually climb up, scamper up if you wanted to.
All right.
Detect magic still going.
Yep, detect magic is only catching magic off of Zildin because I think he's got a few magical trinkets.
Okay, keep
Yeah, he does.
going.
Okay, there are magical things that are kind of now glowing from your detect magic in this pile. And there is a strange-looking warhammer that is out from the pile that this creature seems to be bending down and sort of like it has his hands out towards, but doesn't have it in its hands. The warhammer is a large warhammer, and it's perfectly balanced with the head of the warhammer downwards with the shaft going up. And that's what the warhammer looks like. Zoom in.
Did we just find Mjolnir?
Mew Mew.
Maybe.
Knowledge, religion, Marty?
Now you have to go over and look at it. It's in shadowy light behind a big...
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
There is a smooth stone wall, as if somebody kind of like, it was rough, and then it looks like somebody with their hands, with really giant hands, because you can still see their handprints in it, smoothed out the stone like it was putty, and there's an inscription in the stone.
Okay. What's the inscription written in?
It's written in giant, and it's more of an epitaph than anything.
Okay. Shoot.
So, what does it say?
Not
I
the
can't read
boss.
giant.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it out loud?
Make him read it.
I would read.
Make Ahmed read it? Okay.
I should
Sure, you
read
can
it.
interpret what I said that way.
Make the giant corpse read it.
All right then, guys. I hate those rats. Thank you. This is what it says.
Thou are all gonna die. Oh, what?
Everybody out of my tomb.
This is what it says.
All of you out.
Family and friends only.
13 spears and 13 swords.
Lemio's voice, man.
Oh. Alright, here's hold on a second. Here's what it says here. It says 13 spears and 13 swords. So far we got 26. Anyways. Wounded him here during the clamor, and in this cave he spilled his guts, and with the last breath he did stammer, Lo, my rage is end, and I am done. For hold on. Hrothulf, the mighty gods, rest is won. But none shall wield my greatest plunder, Nam's greatest tool, that weighs many ton. Reaver and breaker, drinker and taker. This cave, a tomb for him, where he dropped his hammer. Razor and crusher, eater and slaker. Here lies Hrothulf the mighty, and Jutengrainir.
Jotungrainer? Something like that?
Jutengrainer. Believe that's... Here lies Hrothulf. So that big fellow over there is probably Hrothulf, and that thing over there, that hammer, is Jotungrainir. I'm thinking. Well, Probably best to just seal this place off and assume that nothing ever happened.
The writing is like some giant took his finger and wrote in putty. Like it's not like very, very nice, chiseled, perfect script. It's like some fat finger kind of like scrawled it into the putty.
But this is stone, right?
It looks like stone.
Knowledge, nature.
Give me a spellcraft, actually.
Ooh, very sexy.
And there's this wondrous... so a one-handed Warhammer large is a two-handed weapon for a medium creature.
With a -2 handle proficiency.
Yep.
9. Oh, whoever did this is very strong.
Okay. There are medium-sized gear and things that are all kind of placed around the skeleton, and it looks like they're kind of left here as offerings.
Hello.
Yeah, 9 for a spellcraft. You
there we go.
don't know anything. You don't
Sorry, I
know what
couldn't hear
spell can
anybody.
do it.
It's a really strong guy. Another strong fella.
Okay, so everyone's kind of slowly moving up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Once the Zildin's collected.
Well, what are the
Good
other
stuff.
magic items? Yo, thanks. Yo, your silences. Thanks enough.
Sure. There is a quiver with eight magical arrows in it, although some of the arrows are not magical. There's a scabbard with a beautiful curved blade in it. The scabbard itself is magical. The blade is, or the pommel of the blade is not. There are a couple of stone tablets, a wand, and a gem that is radiating magic. The warhammer that is standing kind of at a really odd, perfect, sort of upright, like somebody balanced it there and left it there a long time ago, is not radiating any magic.
Okay. Appraise?
Sure.
Yeah. Start rolling anything I can.
Poke.
8.
Okay.
This thing's garbage. It must have been a fake.
It's like poking a metal rod that is sticking out of the ground. It just doesn't move.
No, this thing's pretty.
Poke it harder.
This thing's probably. I think this
So
thing's.
you give it a slap. It doesn't even budge. It's like slapping a stone wall.
Hey, Euchre, why don't you try your hand at this? You're pretty strong.
Cal's gonna give it a poke.
Gal
Right.
comes over to
Let me start
grabs it,
picking up the
tries
other
to
stuff.
pull it towards
Yeah,
himself.
you grab it. Like the haft is just is long. Mjolnir, by the way, is really short, and like the haft of the Mjolnir is really short.
Yeah.
But like Mjolnir, you grab it and you try to pull it up, and it just doesn't move. It just does not budge.
It must be affixed here with some sorcery.
Let's try to unfix it with some muscle.
1 second, actually. Marty.
Yep.
Well, first thing, we'll start collecting. I should look at Oberon. I'm like start collecting the magic.
Begin looting the two.
Yes.
Knowledge Arcana on the hammer. We don't detect any magic, but it's still not moving.
Yes.
What could be causing it to stay like that?
Give me a DC 20 Knowledge Arcana check, and Loker can
Or
actually
history?
come over. History is a different question, but I think I know what you're trying to get at. Zildin, are you gathering the alchemist bits?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not the alchemist bit.
21.
but carrying.
Woohoo!
21.
Arcana. 21.
Yeah, I'm also gonna. This is fun. So
History.
No, he's making you say it out loud because it's hilarious.
All right.
Especially the parts that are supposed to rhyme, but they don't because they're set out of cadence.
Yes.
it's fine. You didn't know the pentameter of the giant
Yeah, I know.
poetry.
It's like Fogon poetry.
Yeah, he's red. Huh. Hey, fellas, I got an idea for you. Do you ever think that artifacts don't radiate any magic? You ever realize that?
Forcinal effect.
Artifact, something that's very, very powerful.
What's radiating magic?
Oh, shite. Alright. I gotta detect magic. Detect magic. See how these things are detected? Are
He appears to
they're
be right.
radiating?
What's wrong with you? Pick it up, is what he says to the two of you.
Can't. They can't pick it up.
I'll
Look
try
out.
to pick it up.
Okay, it does not budge.
Stop. Stop. This is an artifact. You don't mess with artifacts without knowing what the hell they are. It could be cursed for all you know. If you can pick it up, it might do something to you. Might never be able to let it go or something.
Small men speak for challenge.
I've seen this hammer somewhere before, says Lokrik.
Knowledge history? No, he's doing it. Never mind.
There is a small and humble library in my kingdom. Wait,
And?
again, your kingdom? As in yours?
Before we go off on any more adventures, I'd like to take my armor off and take a bath, if you don't mind.
There's
If you
no
get
time.
something
We
to
have to
eat-
go rest now. There's no time to rest our level.
You should have had cookie from Lady. Lady Cookie, very good.
You ate the whole thing.
It was very good cookie. Very filling.
Well, Lothric, what does it say about this hammer? And tell me more about your kingdom later, but...
All I know
What?
is that it has something to do with dwarves.
Then Lothric, why don't you go and try and pick it up?
He puffs his chest in pride and barely can hold up his own weight of his equipment as he comes forward. And he tries to grab the hammer and it doesn't frickin' budge. He
'Cause
then
he's
sort of
too-
leans.
He has strength 5.
He just leans against it a little bit and tries to wobble it. It does not even move a millimeter, or a fraction of an inch
fascinating.
for the imperial.
Oh, this is fascinating. Lemmy's gonna just try to...
Well, it's
Lemmy's
not
gonna try
going
to pick it
anywhere, is it?
In the morning, I will give good try.
Hold on a second. What's on the body of that fellow you found? He might have had something that some information on this. He came here for a reason. I'm assuming it's that thing. And the question is, what did he want to do with it?
Okay.
But let's take a look at him. So he's gonna start looking through this guy's
Well,
stuff.
that's all very fascinating, but I'm gonna go take a bath.
Fair enough.
Giant ancestor.
Tell me
Your
what you got
hammer.
here.
I will pluck tomorrow. And if I do not pluck it, I will come back a month later, and a month after that, and a month after that, till it gets plucked.
He's really dense, isn't he? All right.
What is in its eye? You notice that one of its eyes is hollow, and then one of its eyes actually has like a stone in it, like a rounded stone.
Pardon me, giant ancestor.
Hold on a second. Is it radiating
My
any
finger
magic?
inside. Okay.
Hold on a second.
There's
Stop
something,
touching artifacts.
There's something that's in it that you kind of turn around, and the way to describe it is, you know what a geode is, right?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a rock on the outside and sort of rounded, but inside there's like beautiful stones or crystalline formations.
Crystals, yeah.
This is a beautiful geode of rich purple and verdant crystals of glittering patterns. It's wondrously beautiful and probably very valuable, and it was stuck inside the giant's petrified skull.
Here, we help you see better. Oink.
Okay. You take out the geode.
Oberon. Hey, Oberon, is that magical?
Or sorry, Oberon casts a spell and just shakes his head no, that it's not magical.
Well, check behind it where it was. Maybe it was hiding something else.
Okay, like little monkeys kind of climbing all over the giant remains. You pick out magical things and treasures. So in addition to the magical scabbard, the handful of arrows, there is masterwork breastplate that's medium. It looks really old. There's a masterwork longsword that looks really old, and there's masterwork breastplate barding that looks really old.
Breastplate what?
Horse barding.
For horses.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Or potentially wolves.
Wouldn't there happen to be a masterwork druid staff of something awesome?
No.
If it's a masterwork staff,
That's
it's
cool.
probably
That's a
not very
stick.
awesome.
That's cool. There's a rake. There's a rake. Go clean the forest. Shit.
There's your rake.
Okay, so they're handing things as you're picking things off of this skeleton. They manage to hand things off, and they're making a little pile. Zildin, give me a perception check.
Just thanks enough.
34.
Okay, so you actually glanced at the geode, and you noticed that while the geode is like a natural, beautiful crystal, somebody has done some additional etchings on the geode, and you can see that somebody has carved what looks like the tops of mountains and filed down certain parts of the crystals. It's like this little wrapped landscape.
Hang on, look at this. Flip it this way. Look, it's all little mountains.
Hmm?
Can I take a look at it?
Somebody made it into a work of art. It's like a landscape inside the rounded geode. Little mountaintops and tree lines and...
Fascinating. Marty, knowledge geography. What kind of environment would, rainy, dry? What kind of environment would this
Mountain?
landscape look like?
Yeah, give me a knowledge nature.
Or knowledge geography? That's the same shit, actually. 1d20 plus that.
Not for me.
17, knowledge nature.
Yeah, I got a 7.
7? Yeah, it's got to be in a northern area because it's got snow caps. 17 really depends on the scale.
Geography?
Sure.
Alright.
Is this here?
Nah, 12. It is?
There are
Not
no
sure.
mountains on Yggdrasil, and I don't think you've been to any worlds where there are mountains. So
Not sure what the hell these things are. What are those spiky things anyways?
they look like depictions of mountains. And Uker asked a great question, but there's no way of knowing right now.
Not sure. Not sure if this fellow was coming for this thing or if it's coming for the hammer. Did we find anything on his body? Anybody? Like instructions on how to remove the hammer. Use the eye.
No?
So
Hey.
you said,
No.
is there just etching of mountains, or is there? You said there was names or something?
No, there are. It's like somebody took the natural crystals and filed them down, or etched like little mountains out of the crystals. Like they turned the normal geode into a work of art, like a landscape. There are no names or inscriptions on it.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it, if whoever's capturing that little stone, put it in one hand and then try to move the hammer in the other. Assume nothing's gonna happen, but why not?
Grab the geode. Grab this hammer.
This
Actually,
thing's
no.
like-
Uker doesn't want to touch the hammer till the morning when he can prepare himself properly to actually try to pick it up.
Touche, sir. Touche.
You don't go in and try to deadlift 500 pounds the day before you're supposed to deadlift 550.
Guys, it's pretty late. I'm gonna get going.
Okay, dokie. Good idea.
Good game though.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
So
We
basically,
almost got killed by rats thanks to Ahmed.
But we didn't. We persevered like I told you we would.
Despite your pleas to retreat.
Everyone run!
Something a pony.
Everyone into the cave! Everyone out of the cave!
Run for your lives!
yeah, it was looking pretty grim there for a moment. I'll need some help calculating XP because we've got XP for both games. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think at this point in time we'll leave it as you guys have a bunch of mysteries plus some magical goodies that you can look at next time. If we do hit the leveling, we can chat about how we're going to talk about training for this game. So I've got some rules for training. I started posting those rules, but we can chat about that at the beginning of next game, or we can do it offline too.
Good deal.
You're basically, I need to know if you're going to make friends with the people in town and if you're able to stay. And if you're able to stay, then some downtime to level. That's assuming there is a level. And it's going to be close. So let's...
Pretty certain it was those last two skeletons.
I'm going to let the stream keep on going. I'm going to
grab.
grab a beer because it is beer o'clock for me. I've had yeah, a few pieces of pizza this morning, and then Coke and water. So
All right, I'll
need...
talk to you guys later on in the week.
Okay, cool.
All right, take it easy,
Good
John.
game.
Have fun playing
Night.
Stellaris this week, John.
Oh, I will. I will tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Stellaris day.
That's just for the week. All right. Got it stuck in his head now. He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Okay.
Didn't think we were gonna make it through that, to be honest.
I didn't. I was going. "Ew, they might do it. I might put a hole in their party."
Oh.
Then you went forward. I was like, what the fuck?
We had to stick the right people in the swarm, and then we had to find a way to do damage to it.
Okay,
Yes, it was
let's
pony
start-
time.
Let's start off with this room, and then we can switch back to the other one.
All right.
I need to open up a spreadsheet.
Okay, the question that's burning a hole in my soul. Stupid rat swarm. What's a CR that? Because I know I'm not going to like it, no matter what it is.
No,
It's anything less than
CR2.
7. That's bullshit.
CR2, man.
Rats are like CR2, so that's infinitely.
But these
more
are dead
difficult than
rats. See, so it's probably CR1. Swarm of dead rats. Just wait.
Because they take no damage from physical, they take half damage from everything else. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I did like a quick screenshot thing for the last story.
XP calculator. Let's
Holy crap!
Go backwards.
yeah, let's go backwards from here.
Right,
So
wow.
basically, you fought those 2 guardians. They're CR5s.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Then there's the alchemist.
There's the alchemist.
The alchemist, he was a CR5.
Oh, we also found the stuff on like the eye thing in the skull.
I'm not going to give you XP for treasure.
Damn it! But it's a map. It's part of the.
But finding his tomb, I'm going to give you like this was kind of a neat place to find. So I'll give you a CR2 for that.
All right.
Okay, now we're to the rat swarm.
Now it's the answer to the rat swarm, right? So the book, which for some reason allowed you to attack it with normal weapons, they built the creature wrong, basically. I fixed it, don't worry.
Thanks, Marty.
Book says with being able
much
to fight it with
appreciated.
weapons is CR4, I would say it's a CR5.
That thing is disgusting. So disgusting. So few ways to hurt it. So disgusting.
And then there was kind of like the danger of climbing down and into this place is like a CR half kind of thing. Like there was a fall into water and
Yeah.
you had to set up ropes and that sort of stuff. So that was the cave. Let's
The
go
stupid
back.
Olympics
Let's
of
go
it.
backwards to the giant camp.
Orange.
So you can switch the map to yourself. 2
Yeah.
cave giants capturing their
Yeah.
catapult, which you guys turned into treasure. I wasn't expecting that.
Their caravan.
Cave
and their
giants are
mounts?
CR6s. The dire wolf.
It's
Plus
Rider.
Dude pants.
Dude Pants was only a CR4.
It's fine.
He had a lot of hit points, a bit of strength, and like an NPC class level. Dire wolf, I think, is CR3. So CR3 and later was CR4, and then capturing their catapult will give you a CR2. There were at least 4 orcs over here that you made run away.
And then there's grenadiers.
Yeah,
The
grenadiers.
4 grenadiers, they were tough. They had some good treasure to fire
And
at
the-
you.
That
there was
wax
a,
half orc wasn't a normal
Pushover, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then the cart and the what do you call it? The cart and the mount or the
The boar.
Yeah,
The boar.
The boar, it wasn't like a trained dire boar, but I'll give you a little bit of XP for like dealing with the boar. They could have brought it to bear against you. The bombardiers are CR1. Fighter 2s.
Damn.
Yeah, they didn't have really great hits. They were just using the right weapons. And then the tough orc, the half orc warrior, he's a CR2.
What about the priest?
Now we go even further back in time.
But did we get the doomed or the doom priest?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
The battle at the gates.
the battle at the gates.
There was the other boar, and those people we saved.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. If somebody could start stacking up the dead orcs, that would be great. Don't stack up the dead orcs that are south of the Sunstone, because those weren't actually killed by you.
And also the ones down here weren't killed by us. There's only 2 killed by us. So I'll grab 2 of those. The ones in the
Yeah. I've already got the Doom Prophet.
You guys
were they
just
regular
know this.
invaders or were they
I wasn't here for this. I don't know. Yeah. Seriously.
seriously guys? Were they orc invaders that
The direwolf, I already count. Oh, there were 2 direwolves here. That's right. You get XP for both of those. Okay, I got the direwolves. And then the 2 riders and the direwolves. And then how many regular orcs here? I got the wolf riders. 2 half-orc warriors. That's 7. And then 8, 10, 15 normal orc warriors. Oh, this is going to start to add up. Seriously. Okay, you lit 6 of the sunstone beacons, 5 of which you guys had something to do with or were around. So there's some XP there and helping. Like you could, if you went through the fight and didn't help rally the town might not have recovered. You dealt with this group of orcs over by Wayland's Anvil. That's
Yeah.
there was one,
2.
no, 2 of them, and I think somebody
I-
dragged them all the way over.
I
so
moved
got
them. I
Yeah.
moved them already. They're in the trees.
Helping those people out is worth XP, as well as the cartload of people that you rescued. I'll give you XP for those. Now the fight.
helping helping Smiley get his treasure.
There were 4 orcs that ran away, 2 beast tamers, and 2 invaders.
Yeah, in the water.
Yep.
Yeah, those guys ran away.
And then there was one that died near the water. That was just a shield breaker. Those guys were mean. And now,
Pylons.
piles and piles. Oh, I forgot the hill giant before we get
Yeah.
too far ahead of ourselves.
And I don't know if did you get the wolf rider?
Yep.
2 wolf riders.
That's true. Yeah.
2
wolf
wolves.
riders.
I got those. Hill giant is CR7. That was the
Boom.
quickest thing that fell.
Down in 1 round.
Not even. I will Damn, good swing, boy.
Okay, and then piles. Are they all the same? No, they need to be grouped by their.
They're type.
Yeah. Four by 6 is 24. 27 more orcs. That's up to 49 orcs. And then a bunch of leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those Crenshars, I think, are CR2. They might be CR1. Let me see. Yeah, CR1.
It's the massive orcs by the bees in the trees.
Yeah, that's what I'm counting right now.
And what about the guards we saved?
Yeah, there will be a you successfully defended the town.
Got it. Ooh, and the beads. The bees in the trees.
Yep. So 7 liters, 5 Crenshaw, 7 more liters. A CR4 that you basically that Galeth ran through, and then a CR4 would be a CR3 Bard, and then helping the bees, putting out the flames. The XP is starting to look ridiculous. Okay.
Wait, there was more.
3, 3, and
there was
3.
more in here.
You helped defend 3/4 of the city.
We
or 3
saved
sections of the city.
Solvamank.
Solvamanki, yep.
Yeah, and we also saved the this guy.
Yeah,
The
indirectly
Reiki.
you saved him. Yep.
And we also got what's his name to start fighting with us, the bear.
Yes.
Spark glow.
So it was we saved the trees, but then I had to diplomacy him and not get a barrel in the face.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of CR3s that went your way, kind of dinged a bunch
Alright.
of times. Then you helped save the woman from the fat priest and the 5 angry dudes.
Yes, we did.
We rallied the army. We rallied the group. We got them to push out, right?
Did she end up being all right? I don't know if we ended up checking
Yeah,
on her.
she ended up getting a bunch of people from our household to come and help patrol the upper level.
Good.
Did we get points for getting the army rallied at the gates?
Sure.
Right. Beating those guys to a pulp. That was funny.
Which ones?
The smacking, dragging. What's his name? Euchre dragging those guys in the street, punching the guy in the face.
The 5 dudes at the
Yep.
well. Actually,
Oh,
6
there was
dudes.
another one. How about the bomb that I set off while turning? lighting
there were bombers up there too. Give me a second.
Yeah, those 2 bombers.
And then chatting with Boros. Let me see what the
Oh, and getting what's his name to help us, like saving people and getting them to help us. The innkeeper and the blacksmith. I can't
You
remember.
got the
what his name
Unchained Giant on there
No, I forgot him.
was. How dare you!
with the
Sean.
beast handlers.
Yeah,
Those
I
guys
got
we
the
got.
beast handlers. I forgot the giant. What's putting you close? I just want to see what the modules suggest.
How much would the occupants of the Jarl's home give us?
You go there at the
'Cause-
town.
Because we just massacre the town. Yay, XP! How much to burn this building down?
Why does the paladin look so unhappy? He must be on his period.
What do you want to call tonight?
Oh,
No resources?
to the bitter end.
Yeah. Pushing through. Fight through.
Break on through?
Sacrifices.
Like a hammer that would not move.
Like a hammer that would not.
Yeah, nice.
Rats.
Rats. So basically it's a combined XP from the previous night. Let me see what this does.
I think it's 19,000 we're looking for. I will take a look right now. Alright.
You were looking for 23,000? You guys
Is
have a
it sh-
total of 23,700 after tonight.
Woohoo! It was those two giants.
It was those 2 giants.
No, it was the 2 giants and then actually pushing into the tomb of Hrotholf the Mighty.
Wow, we're looking
Why
at
your hammer
23.
so hard
So
to pick up?
we
Whose
leveled.
hammer they could not move.
Oh no, we haven't tried yet. Uker officially has not tried to move the hammer yet. He's poked it a few times. In the morning he'll try.
In the morning you'll try.
He just sizing up for competition.
13 spears and 13 swords wounded him here during the clamour. And in his cave he spilled his guts, and with his last breath he did stammer, Lo, my rage's end, and I am done, for Hrothulf the mighty god's rest is won. But none shall wield my greatest plunder, a Nom's greatest tool that weighs many a ton. Reaver and breaker, drinker and taker, this cave a tomb for him, where he dropped his hammer. Razor and crusher, eater and slaker, here lies Hrothulf the mighty and Jotun Granner.
If it weighs many a ton, I need to get my strength score up so that I can pick up several a ton, and we can start to figure what many a ton means to this guy.
So just looking at the hammer itself, if it's a masterwork large warhammer, D8 turns into 2d6, I believe?
2d6.
Right.
Yep.
So it's a 2d6 two-handed weapon at -2 for a small guy.
Yeah.
Medium guy.
Yeah, a medium guy, I mean. Yeah.
So we level.
So
We need time
yes.
to level.
You can go ahead and level, but for training, basically, way I'm going to do this is that you need someone to help train you. If you don't train with somebody, it takes longer. You need money to train. Like, you need to spend time using up resources and kind of living and that sort of thing. And training for your level, as per the chart, takes 5 days. Without a trainer, it takes 10. Settlements have basically a base ability for 4 different pillars of classes: martial, arcane, divine, nature. I think I made it 5. Nature and expertise. This town has enough just basically generic sort of skills from all the citizens to train you guys at your current level. The other way to train is to do it on your own, which takes longer time, same amount of money. And then the last way is to find a specific NPC trainer, or like a book or something that really can guide you through the steps. And that's the least expensive from a time perspective, and that you need someone equivalent level in the exact class that you are. So that chart I've placed on, basically I took 4th ed and 5th ed plus some Pathfinder training rules and kind of meshed them together and tried to streamline them a little bit.
If it's like you're training to be a cleric, does it have
hello?
Oh, he's
Yeah, you're cutting out, Mark.
yeah. You'll have to ask the question again.
if you're training to be a cleric, do you have to train with a cleric of your god, or can you train with another cleric or a similar cleric?
You train with a similar cleric, but of course the gods probably have to agree. Like the characters probably have to agree. But yeah, you could train with a similar cleric. I put the basic rules. So typical training levels are by the size of the town, but this of course can be adjusted based off of the particular town. So like a village can train usually people up to 3rd level, whereas a metropolis usually up to 13. So training levels at settlements are kind of low. You want to find people of specific levels. And then the training class category, it's like, let's say I say this town has a level 3 arcane training ability. That means alchemists, bards, magi, sorcerers, summoners, witches, and wizards can be trained up to level 3. If you were level 15, you have to find someone who's level 15 or higher to train you. Otherwise, you're doing it on your own, and it's taking lots of time. A level 15 person who just achieved level 15 on their own is taking 40 days to train.
Because we're full gestalt, are we gonna have to take time to train every both classes?
Yeah, you have to train both.
Okay, so for me, there's no such thing as divine. I have to go to a cleric and then to a druid, right?
Yeah, divine covers cleric, inquisitor, monk, oracle, paladin. Nature covers barbarian, druid, and ranger. Mark, I'm going to say for your monk, you could do either divine or nature, because then archer's so close to ranger, it's not funny.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, I have to do both, 2 different ones.
We're doing nature.
Yeah, or you add the 2 times together and say I'm training up to level 5. I'm at this level. It takes 5 days to train with a trainer and 5 days for the settlement. So,
Marty, just a quick question. Is 16 tons many tons?
is Uker actually trying, or you want to leave it? For
Oh,
next
well, no,
game?
I'm just figuring out how much I can lift when I do try.
Interesting.
No. Sometime if we're doing a little bit of time folding here, there's definitely going to be a try, and then there'll be a try again, where I'm going to chug one of my potions.
Yeah. So think of the things that you guys want to do while you're in town. I think what we're going to need to do is have you meet the Jarl right away, and then we'll fold some time as you guys are spending time in the village, which I'm assuming you're doing. If you want to, you just made friends and saved the village. I'm sure you're looking for some sort of accolades or,
Of course, we get a discount.
Right. Okay. So
Take advantage of that discount.
I'm asking the question kind of like, unless you guys are like saying, no, we're going off into the wilderness because screw these people. If you're staying in town, then I can kind of plan. There will be a town kind of adventure, and then there will be time to level up at game.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
I'm good with staying in town.
so without leveling up, I can lift 38,000 pounds or so.
What's your strength score, Uker?
If I'm fully ready to go, my strength score is 35.
And then you're large. You turn
And then I'm
large at
large.
35.
And then you put an ant haul on.
to 35.
Don't forget the ant haul.
Oh,
And the ant haul triples your load carrying capacity.
right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
35 strength.
How do you get to
you've got a
35
20,
though?
You've got a 20 plus 4.
You got a 21.
21, okay.
And then plus 12 from bull strength, good bear's endurance, bull strength, rage, and mutagen.
Yeah.
And then plus 2 for being a large person.
It's 35.
It's 35.
Size bonus, yeah.
Yeah,
You sicken me.
I know. It's tough.
And you introduced me as the power gamer. Shame on you, Marty.
Yeah. Uker tonight picking up the anvil it just screamed like Hulk. Just Hulk doing ridiculous things with random stuff he finds.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I have to figure out what I want to do with feats for him. Because I really don't know.
well, keep in mind that actually those are mythic feats. Never mind. The way that you bond with items and it becomes like it's my weapon or it's my cloak or something like that, and kind of like think of the superheroes that have items that are kind of part of them being superheroes or heroes. There's a mythic feat or power that is called legendary item.
No.
But that can't be bought with normal feats.
It's my anvil.
I bond with the anvil. What do you do with it? You make stuff? No, I make
Throw it
break.
at people. It's the anvil that grows with my strength carrying capacity. It's always the right weight to be lifting.
It's the particle of a neutron star or something like that. It's like, yes, I've got my golf ball of doom. All right, so this was super fun. Next game we'll be introducing or interacting with more of the townsfolk, and then sort of like maybe the leveling, and then meeting trainers, and then maybe figuring out what those magic items do. Perhaps trying your metal to pick up Jotengrenner.
Yeah. I want to know. He used many a ton. That means he's not very well numbered. I want to know what his many means.
Guys, sorry, I'm gonna have to call it.
I think tonight was super long, but that combat was crazy fun, and I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching those that managed to take in. Eventually, at the end of this entire season, basically what I'm gonna do is spend some time to edit the episodes down. To kind of cut the breaks and kind of make them a little less raw. So so that will take a while to do, but that's something I plan on doing. Until then, we'll keep on going. This is still part of Chapter 1. Yeah, and there's still some cool stuff planned, and then of course all the stuff that isn't planned is kind of up to my players to do. But why they're
Figure
here,
out
where
how
do they
to
come
ride a
from, what do
wolf
they do
that's
next?
really mad at you.
Slapping the dire wolf into submission. Bad dog.
Bad dog.
Yeah, I'll have to look up some rules for things like that. Okay, so thanks for watching. It was a crazy fun game. The DM's about to pass out if he doesn't get something to eat though, but because I've been going for 9 hours straight.
Pass out, pass out, pass out.
I'll ask you after. Yeah, just a
Okay,
quick question
alright.
about the spells.
I'm gonna end the stream. I'll be on.
Sure,
I'll
yeah,
stay
yeah.
on the call. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.